Let's level up for 2025. This past year, I grew and matured way more than I expected, and the end of the year has really unlocked a new type of motivation for my career life, mental and physical health, and my personal relationships. Next year, I hope to see all these areas even more abundant. So here are all the goals that I have for myself in 2025 and the changes that I've already started making. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Blackshear, and today we're going to be talking about goals and things that I'm bringing into the new year with me. I'm very much not the type of person to set New Year's resolutions or goals really in general. That's just not really the type of person that I am, but I have been making a lot of lifestyle changes that have been extremely motivating for me. The timing was just very convenient, so I thought might as well tell you guys about them, especially moving into the new year, and maybe you guys can get some ideas on what changes you also want to make for 2025. Also, it is so insane that we're entering 2025. It was literally just 2016 and we were all living our best lives on YouTube and DIYing bowls and whatever. Anyway, I do also want to say that so many people talk about the same goals that they have moving into the new year, and I'm also going to talk about some of the same goals that I've seen other people talk about, like working out and eating better and stuff like that. It's just so insane to think that we all really want the same things. We just all struggle to apply these things in our lives for some reason. I guess that's just the fall of man. So let's get into our first change that I'm making for the new year. Starting out strong, waking up earlier. Specifically, I have set my alarm clock to 7 a.m. as of recent, which has been a struggle for me. I'm very much a wake up naturally and have a slow morning that's relaxed. Go as I please. But discipline really is your best friend when you want to be successful. Also, this lighting situation is actually really throwing me off. So sorry about that. I'm gonna be over here for a second. I feel like discipline in general so useful in life, and waking up earlier has really helped me set an actual morning routine, like going to the gym regularly, eating breakfast at a normal time, and posting on social media at a normal time, like a time that I want that's on a schedule. And when I wake up just whenever I feel like it, I can't do those things because I'll end up eating breakfast at like 1 o'clock. Yeah, I think waking up early is really just an act of self-discipline, and it helps you have discipline in other areas as well. I don't know if I'm ever gonna set my alarm for earlier than 7 a.m. 7 a.m. has really been kicking my butt. Particularly because wintertime right now. I think if it was summer, then it wouldn't be a problem at all. Like, I wake up pretty early during the summer just because the sun is up so early at like 5 a.m. So it's easy for me to live an entire 17-hour day because the sun is out all the time. Now with this winter, whew. Also, got a new sweater and this cute scarf. Love this scarf and this cute new sweater. Moral of the story, waking up early is hard. So let's move on to the next topic. The second pretty big change I'd say that I've made is being more organized. I'm already an extremely organized person, actually. I have started using Notion now. And if you haven't heard of Notion, by the way, this is not sponsored. If you haven't heard of Notion, it's low-key, like, honestly, it's a pretty intimidating platform because you can put literal code into Notion for organization, and I think if you're going into it without any knowledge of what Notion is, I think that would be daunting. Basically, Notion just helps you get really organized, and you can use it in a vast number of ways. The way that I'm using it is to really just get my content career in order. So I downloaded this template, actually. This one YouTuber, I don't remember her name, but I'll put it like up here somewhere, and I'll also link this template down below. But basically, it's like a really organized content content planner, and it has a bunch of different places that are super useful, like a brand deals tab, a brain dump, a content ideas, so that you can write down all of your random little ideas that come to your head as you're falling asleep. So it has my daily to-do list, upcoming to-do list, and then a content calendar. Then on the side here as well, you can like plan out your week. So this has been really, really useful for me. Before, I was kind of just using Google Calendar to write down all the little tasks that I need to do, but sometimes there were things that were just small enough that I needed to write down, but I wasn't really trying to make an entire event or task on Google Calendar. So this is the perfect like system, and I feel like good businesses have good systems in place so that things run smoothly like a well-oiled machine. And we want to be nicely oiled, not rickety old oil-needing machines like my sewing machine. Actually, I know my dad's gonna roast me because I have not oiled my machine, my sewing machine. That analogy just made me remember that I need to oil that sucker. Anyway, I just want my business to be in order and profitable and organized, so I need to put good systems in place to be able to do that. It's honestly been extremely motivating. I get to check off everything that I've done throughout the day, even when it's small things like vlog. Today and this week I'm gonna be vlogging, so I just write down vlogs that I remember to vlog. I'm not trying to pick up wrapping paper from Walmart on my Google Calendar, but I need it somewhere so that I remember. Yeah, I've just been obsessed with Notion. I do think that it's pretty trendy right now, or it's on its uphill climb as far as trends, because my best friend Shelby was telling me about it. She's been telling me about it for a few months now. I just never really got into it because I was like, well, I have my Google Calendar, but I watched this one video, which is where I got the template from, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. I'm gonna start doing this now. Hopefully I can be that creator for you. If you want a good business and you wanna be successful, get your discipline down, get your organization down. Bam! Speaking of content and my career, another thing that I've been working more on as far as my content creator journey is being more intentional with my content, which is another thing that like Notion has helped me with, because now I can write down all of my content ideas and just have a reminder in my Notion, like, this is what type of content that I want to be creating, so here's how I'm going to be intentional about that. And I think that the main thing, well, I know that the main thing that I want people to get from my content is being fashionable, showing that art form in a way that glorifies God. So obviously I'm a fashion creator and I also do modeling. From my content, I definitely want people to hear the gospel from my content and also see an example of what more modest fashion can look like, because I do think that a lot of times when people think of modest fashion, they think essentially of something that they don't want to look like. I just know that you don't have to dress bland or boring when it comes to being modest. You can also wear fun stuff. Just keep the tatas and the booty inside. You know what I'm saying? And obviously there's other things as far as modesty, like you have to check your heart posture for anything that you're putting on your body. It's not just about covering up. I want to be more intentional about the content that I'm sharing, and I want it to glorify God, because that is what I was placed on earth to do. Hopefully somebody somewhere will get something good out of my content. And piggybacking off of that, I want to really just share the gospel more in everyday life. The thoughts in my head really need to be coming out more. And obviously sharing the gospel more is a product of growing closer to God in my personal relationship. So that's obviously something that I've been really working on. And it's something that I've been trying to do more in everyday life. God is everything. Like, everything has to do with God. So I could bring him up in every conversation if I wanted to. So I need to be doing that more so. As of recent though, I've definitely been making more deep and meaningful connections. And it's been really, really fulfilling, like inviting my friends to church and having conversations that are more personal and just sharing the gospel with them. And it's been so heartwarming. It's nice being able to share the truth about like what is happening and sharing a word with someone and just being a listening ear first off, because not everybody needs like your advice. Sometimes people just need someone to talk to about their problems who's not gonna judge them. Also, piggybacking again off of the content thing, I want to focus on quality over quantity, and I've been starting to do so. Right now I'm ending my fall outfit series. I'm currently doing 10 days of fall outfits on Instagram. I decided that once this series is done, I kind of want to stop posting every day, just because I feel like when you get into a routine of having to post every day, then you start sacrificing quality, and I just want my content to be such great quality. Like, I have an entire saved folder on Instagram of content that I just find so inspiring. Like, I love cinematic style videos. I want to do more of that. I want to make more content that is inspiring for me also. And not that I'm not currently doing that, but I just want to move into a different style of art, especially since I've just upgraded to this camera, my new Sony camera, and a new phone. There's just so much opportunity for me to be making extremely quality content. I have a lot of learning to do, to be honest, like with editing and whatnot. I would love to learn Photoshop or whatever the other one is, Adobe something. I would love to learn how to do stuff like that so that I could just make the coolest stuff ever. I have found myself doing a lot of extremely planned content for Instagram. Since I do fashion content and I don't go out like every day, it's very difficult for me to shoot fashion content in real life, which is more of what I want from like iPhone stuff. I would love to have more professional pictures for fashion content on my Instagram, but as far as iPhone stuff, I want it to be more so like real life. I dressed up cute to go get coffee or get lunch or whatever. Not so much I am making a series in my room, which are cute and fun. I want a lot less of that, which is very difficult because I don't go out and do things all the time. And sometimes when I'm just doing boring things, I don't want to put makeup on or put an outfit on. Kind of like a lifestyle change. It would hopefully be a fun one because I always feel so good when I get dressed up and put on a cute outfit and get to take photos, but I'm doing something in real life and not just going out to shoot content. These things are all very privileged of me to say, but this is just how I'm feeling and these are my goals. So I'm gonna put this scarf on. Also, it was only $9. It's from H&M. This is my first time putting this on my body. I low-key look like a rich grandmother with these earrings and this scarf. I'm here for it. The next, more so like a random thing that I have on my to-do list for the year is improving my French skills, beginner to intermediate French. One of my goals in life is to live in France, so I should probably be a lot more diligent about learning French fluently. It's obviously just really hard if you are not in a French speaking part of the world. You don't have friends who speak French. I kind of fell off my Duolingo streak, but I did study French in college when I went to ASU, Arizona State University. Actually, I took 2 years, and then I just had a Duolingo streak for literal years. But now I have no streak and I got nobody to talk to. And I wouldn't say that my French has gotten rusty at all. Like, I can still speak as well as I could back then. Yeah, I would just love to be fluent. So I don't know how I'm going to really work on that skill as well as I would like to, but I'm gonna start with re-downloading Duolingo and getting my streak back up. I want to be fluent in French. And if there are any French speakers out there, or if you're learning, let's be friends on Duolingo. I don't know, speak French to each other. Thank you. This could low-key be a top if I put like a brooch right here. Bam! I'm gonna take this off now though because I'm getting hot. The next thing that I am currently working on is my gym routine. Being healthy, particularly in America, in the United States, is very difficult because our culture is not suited for your health. Really, work culture in general, the individualistic part of our society, nothing in our culture is saying, yeah, you need to be healthy and live a healthy, long life. So I've been really trying to work on that for myself. I have a cute little gym routine now, and I've been consistent, which is a blessing. Thank you, Lord. But right now, my current routine as of today is I go to the gym in the morning, go to the bathroom, drink some water, do my stretches, and then I go to the gym. I've chopped it down to just hopping on the treadmill for like 15 minutes and breaking a sweat on the treadmill, because the sweating part is actually what's important. And I was doing the treadmill with like other workouts, but I just got like so exhausted after doing that. I would go to the gym, come back, read my Bible, and I could literally not stay awake while reading my Bible after going to the gym and doing all that workout. Right now, I've chopped it down to just the treadmill, and it's been pretty good for me. I get that sweat in and also getting that cardio, which is what's most important to me so that I have good heart health. I want to like try an at-home Pilates workout just that I can like roll out my mat and do on the floor in my room so that I have some sort of strength training, because I'm a petite gal, so my muscles are really, really important for my bones, especially as I get older and it gets harder to gain muscle. So I need to do this now. I need to get muscles now. And I'm already like pretty muscular. Like, not that it looks like much at all. I know it doesn't look like much, but most of me is muscle. I'm pure iron, bro. So I probably do need more muscle just to protect myself and my bones. Also, I do feel like it's extremely important to find a routine that works well for you in your schedule. If you're not a morning workout person, don't work out in the morning. Do it at night. Don't listen to anybody else who's telling you like, well, you have to get up at 5 a.m. and you have to go to the gym for 2 hours and you have to Doesn't matter. You need to find what works for your body in your schedule so that it's actually attainable and realistic for you in your life. The next thing that I want to work on for the new year, and this one I actually have not started yet, kind of getting my finances more in order. I feel like I have an okay grip on them right now. I'm working towards financial freedom and just having my business finances in order. I've learned a lot during this year about my business finances, so I just want to put more healthy habits into practice. Also, I want a business credit card, so I want things like that. So it's going to take a lot of financial discipline and also learning a lot of things, because I know that there's just a world of finance stuff that I have no idea about and I don't even know where to get it from. That's a good, useful source I can actually apply to my financial life. It's a journey, but that's what life is. And then my last goal for the new year is actually amping up my Bible study routine. For the past year, I've been going through the Bible recap. They're a little series on YouTube and it takes you through the Bible in 365 days. I'm about to finish it in just a few days here. Claps, yay, I've learned literally so much in the past year about the gospel, but I want to add something else, like a devotional or something, so that I'm not just going through the Bible recap again next year. I want something else that I can add to it. So I'm just gonna be like looking at some things and seeing what all I can add to my plate, I suppose. Those are about all of the things that I've currently started putting in place right now for the new year. Once again, I am not like the biggest goal setter or person who's really into New Year's resolutions, but these are just some pretty big lifestyle changes that I've made recently that have honestly been for the better, and I've noticed so much more growth, like career-wise and spiritually, since doing all of these things. So I'm really looking forward to seeing just how life goes in 2025. And I do want to end with a Bible verse, and it's from 2 Peter 2:19. 17. I don't think that this is the whole verse, but it's just a little snippet, and it says, "People are slaves to whatever has mastered them." And in one sermon at my church, they were talking about how what you chase catches you, and I felt like it really applies to our goal setting, because a lot of times we try to make goals that are like, I want 50,000 followers on Instagram, or I want to be a millionaire by next year, or blah 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 blah. But if we're just chasing these exact things just off rip, you might do anything to get that $1 million. I feel like when we make goals like that, we start to get desperate, and desperation is a very dangerous place to be. I think it's super important for us to make goals that can also be loose and changeable, and that can grow with us as well, and that are really just healthy for us. The world is crazy, but I do hope that you guys got a little bit of motivation and inspiration from my goals for next year. Let me know what goals you guys have for 2025, because I would love to know. I hope that you guys have a great week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!